Hello everyone, this is Kiran Edupuganti from Derived by Automation channel. In this session, I'm going to cover mobile gestures on API demo app, so which I have got it from the Appium forum. Okay, so to get further details into the mobile gestures, so I wanted to have quick recap on the at implementation where this particular topic lies, and then we'll get into details of the mobile gestures. Okay, so to have a quick recap, and this is our entire at implement program playlist table of content. We have covered all these sessions, part of the chapters, and we are in the chapter 4, and mobile gestures is the one of the component under chapter 4, which is implementation, where we have come across the new features or new enhancements in the client side as well as uh, from the server side, how it is being used. Now we are in the this particular component, that is mobile gestures. So let's, and this mobile gestures also mentioned part of platform specific extensions, one of the category in the mobile specific extensions. But I have, since it is a very important topic, I have mentioned it as a mobile gestures as a separate topic under chapter 4. Okay, let's switch over to the mobile gestures and platform specific extensions where I have covered. So in the platform specific extensions, if you see here, so extensions for use platforms. If you see the documentation of the Appium client, the latest version, that is 9.0, so where they have mentioned a number of extensions. So apart from the regular functional automation, we can do some kind of operations on the device side and apps management side. At the same time, the gestures that are related to the scroll, swipe, drag, and drop. We might have seen US scrollable where we have certain methods. So that those methods came from the Android native, but these are the methods that driven by the Appium team, where it resides on top of the Android layer, which uses the Appium methods. So I'm going to cover scroll, the swipe, drag and drop, because there is a changes in the syntaxes of these methods when you compare to the previous versions of the methods. That's why I have included in my program. So let's switch over to the mobile gestures. Yeah. So this is about the mobile gestures. So let's move forward. So there are various the methods, but there are the common methods that I have chosen because based on my experience and most of the apps in one or few business scenarios, we may have to scroll down to select or scroll up to select or swipe left or swipe right, that kind of the operations that we need to do, part of the business operations, the business flows. So that's why I have chosen few. And drag and drop, yeah, it's a depends on the app. If any app have certain kind of functionality, so instead of making that as out of scope, you can leverage these robust methods, and you can use it for automation of for those scenarios as well. Okay, so that is one thing. I found out one app, that is the WebDriver IO app. So I have got it from the one of the open source forums where it has a screens to drag and drop, so that whoever is learning first time, they can easily connect, understand this particular method, and they can use it in their corporate assignment wherever it is needed. That's why I have chosen this particular WebDriver IO app, which is available globally. So I have installed that one. And this particular topic, as I mentioned, covered part of the platform specific, extensions. So to understand the what are the concept of what is drag and drop, and before getting into the core raw method of drag and drop, let's understand in a mobile technology. In a mobile, if you see the screen size, now we'll coin it as a pixels. Okay, might be a 106 to 1068 by 1278. Okay, or 760 by 1068, like that, different. We have the sizes, 5.5 or 4. If you start the initial device of the initial screens of the device, so it started from the 2 inches or 3 inches or 4. Now it is 5.5. Now it is 6.0 and 6.5, like that. The sizes are there. So based on that one, there is a pixels of the screen size also have been increased, width and height. Okay, so here similarly, in our automation side also, we need to understand before we jump into this particular method. So based on that one only, the method needs certain values, so that it will understand, and it will navigate to the particular element. For example, in the terminology here, so I would say swipe. That means left and right. If you are doing that one, that is called a swipe. Suppose if you are doing this one from top to bottom, that we call it as a scroll. So generally, uh, in mobile devices, 99% we are doing the scroll up and scroll down. Suppose if it is a kind of pads or tablets, so there we are doing the swipe maximum number of times. Okay, so that's about the actual gestures of the mobile or tablet. But when coming to the terminology, where we call it as a the width means this is the one from here to here, the screen, and the height means the height of the screen from top to bottom, that is, and width left to right, and a height top to bottom. Okay, that is about the mobile screen. So this I have given the mobile screen here. But for example, this is one mobile element. This is the one button control you have. Okay, in the button control, so we call it as the center of the element. Sometimes we may have to work on one particular element. We need to find out the center of the element and do click on that one. In such case, how do we find out that particular center of the element? There is a certain process that we need to follow, then only we can able to find out. But sometimes we may get confused where that exactly that center of the element, how do we arrive? So there is a certain process that we need to calculate based on the screen size, and then we'll find out the x and y coordinate of the element, and then we need to find out the center of the element. That I'm going to walk through the particular method so that you will understand. Here always, for example, this is the one element. Okay, for example, this is one button. Okay, and this we call it as the center of the element. Center of the element means obviously it has a center of x and y. Okay, but what is x and y element of a particular element? So wherever we are starting, right, this particular, so this we call it as a x and y of the element. Okay, for example, from here this one x, and from top to bottom here this one, left to right and top to bottom. This we call it as the x and y coordinates of this particular element. So see here a dotted line, right? This is one element. I'm just, so here x and y coordinate of this element. Now I need to add some value of this, the width of this particular element and the height of this element, so that the center of the point will come. Will how that is possible? We need to divide it by this particular width and divide it by the height, so that that will add to the x and y coordinate. This one, it will fall over here, center of the element. So in few cases, we know center of the element is needed. So based on that one, we need to apply the methods. Okay. So let's see, few operations I'm going to walk through. One is the swipe, scroll, and drag and drop that I'm going to walk through, so that you can understand. And here pinch and fling. Pinch means, in the nowadays the map, right? In the map, if you see, there is a controls that we need to click, so that we call it as a pinch. And fling means, here suppose I do not have any kind of visuals, but here uh, there is a two arrows are there. You have a sequence of images are there. So what you have to do is, you need to, once you are clicking on this particular arrow button, so that we call it as a fling. So that the moment when you click on that arrow button, that will navigate to the left, right. There is a right arrow also. If you click on that one, it will go to the right side images. If you click on left side images, it will come. So that we call it as a fling. Okay. So here I'm going to walk through swipe, scroll, and drag and drop, so that these are the more most the common gestures that we come across any of the apps. If you go to any retail apps or banking apps or airline domain apps, you will see the somewhere in the business flow, you will see this kind of navigations. Okay. So let's switch over to the methods, so that you will understand. So I have already created the method, so that it's a straightforward methods, so that you can easily understand. Let's first start with the scroll gesture. So what is the app, and what is the what it does, that I'll show you first. So here I have a app is there, WebDriver, I have a app is there. Okay, I'm clicking on this app, this file. So once you click on, I need to scroll up and down. Okay, we have seen, you are scrollable, scroll to end, scroll to beginning. Okay, depends on the need, you can use that one. But here, right, you have to scroll up. Okay, a bit. So you have to identify this particular element and scroll up like this. Okay, this is scroll up, and we call it, if you down here, this we call it as a down. Okay, for this one we need to identify the particular element and do the scroll up and down. Why? Because this particular element is enabled with the scroll up and down. That's why you should be able to do that one. Generally, few elements may not have that kind of enablement. So if that doesn't have, and you should be in a position to get it fixed, and you can start the automation. For in this particular app, this element has that one. So we can do this scroll up and scroll down. Let's see what is here, how it is happening. See, generally there is no changes in the UI automator 2, and driver also there is no changes. The element there is no. The only thing is that the element that you are here, right, that you need to take. Okay, I'm just giving the one particular SOP statement. What is the drag element? What is the drop element? This one. Yeah. Sorry about that one. Yeah, this is the one. So there is no change. This UI automator 2, driver, and click, and you need to define the element. So this is the element that I'm identifying using this particular XPath expression. Okay. So and then what I'm doing is scroll up I'm doing. So this is the execute script. So you might have seen platform extensions, all the methods depend on the this execute script method, right? So this is the execute script. It is accepts the one or two parameters. Okay, one is string, second one is the hash map kind of collection element it will accept. Okay, so similarly in this one scroll gesture also, you have this one execute script, and this parameter is that you need to, what is the method, that one you want swipe gesture, and here it has keys, this one as an arguments. One of the argument is map element, the map collection. In that collection you have certain keywords. One is what is the element, and what is the direction, and percentage 100%. Here we can see 0.5 means 50%. Just so based on that element locates, it will adjust, and whether it is a 50% and 100% it will take accordingly. So the next thing is speed. Speed means 500 milliseconds. How the scroll to be happen? It is very fast, quickly, or slowly. So that the method is taking in terms of the time value. So duration value 500 milliseconds it will take. Okay, slowly it will take. Okay, so again I am giving the 3 times scroll up so that it will reach totally entirely the bottom of the element. It is able to identify when it reaches this particular element. I wanted to do it. How it is? For example, this one. This is the app. See, I wanted to see this particular element to be identified. That's why 3 times I have given. The moment it is done, when it is appear, it will exit. The last scroll up, I am trying to identify this particular element. You are seeing, right? This is the element. So this is the element that I am trying. See here, logo. This one. Element. Scroll down. 3rd time. Gesture. Okay. Here it is taking the logo here. Okay. One time. This is the one. Scroll down. Down means here. Okay. I am doing this one. Scroll down. I am doing scroll down this one. Once it is appear, again I am taking this element and I am doing the drag down. Okay. So let's see now how it will happen. Restart the app. Go to this swipe. See here, swipe up. Sorry, scroll up. It is happening. It will go until this particular element is happened. It is identified, and then it catch that particular record, and again it is down. Okay. So this is how we do. Again, I am just running. Scroll up. Say scroll up. 2, 3, 3. See, it is identified bottom one, and then it is started the scroll down. Okay. This is the one I was searching with one particular app so that we can understand what is the method and needs implement. So based on my research, I found this app which is suitable for the demo, so that you can apply these methods wherever you need it in the corporate assignments. Okay. So this is about the scroll up, and then let's see swipe. Okay. In this swipe, what we are doing is we are taking these elements. Okay, and then only just left. Okay, left side. Second card will come. It is identified, and I am doing the right side swipe. and only just 50% I am doing, only small, just 50% I am taking, and then 500 milliseconds. Okay, let's see this one. So what I'm doing is I'm just see here, left swipe, then right swipe, because we need to identify this element, otherwise it will not. Okay, left and right. Okay, let's see this one. So the method again, execute script, driver dot execute script is the method, and it will accept the two parameters. One is the string script, second one is the object. String script, okay, the script value in the string format, and then second one is the object parameter it is taking in the object. What object? Collection object, and it has how many? It has one is the element, in what way it is to do it, whether it is a left or right, and then 50%, and then speed 500 milliseconds. Okay, let's see. So there is no change in this method, that we need to remember this one, or somewhere these methods to be stored, so that we need to copy and we need to modify these only this particular element and put it in a reusable method. So whenever you want, you can use it. Just running and seeing. The left and then right. Okay, so the server, we need to play with the swipe. So it's a, this is for only for demo, but suppose you have a requirement for to go to the end of the cards, then you need to apply a logic in such a way that it will reach slowly to the end of the card and exit. Okay, so that is one way to do it. Let me do that one more time, so that you can feel what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's about the scroll swipe using the platform extensions for the mobile gestures. Okay, now let's talk about drag. Okay, I found out, I was searching for the how to clearly explain how the method for the drag. So in this app it is available. Okay, so here you click on drag over here. So this is the one object they have given. Whoever is creator, really I appreciate it. And if you have to, suppose there are multiple ways, so you may check it. Suppose in our requirement whether the particular is drag or not. In such case, what you have to do is only just you do like that. Okay, or else you wanted to build a, here it is, you have to build this one. See, so specific element, this is the target element, this is the source element you need to for example this one, you have to build this image like this, and you have to left here like this, you need to do it. Okay, and then you need to complete this one. Suppose this is the requirement, you need to complete how. Okay, this one is this one, and this one is this one, and this one is this one. How we are doing? This one is here we have to this one, and this one is this. So it is completed. So if we need to validate total entire thing, I have not done the entire the script, but only one method that I have created, so that I have created only one method to drop here. So how to drop that one? So we need to find, see, we know this is the source element, we know this is the target element, but how can I put this particular element into this one, exactly into this one? That is possible here. The elements are clearly identified. There is no change at all. Okay. So you use a export or whatever it may be, that is working first. That is the first step of source and target elements. The next is you need to find out, suppose this is the target element, you need to find out center of this particular element. I told you right in the slide here. I assume that this is the one element and find out the center of this particular element. How that is possible? I'm going to walk through that one. Okay. So first let's look at the drag. Only just simple drag where we don't need any center of the element. Particular location. Okay, location of one particular element, just drag and leave it. How that is? See here. So this is the source element, and this is the target element that drop from the wherever it is. Okay. So here we don't need it, only just I have taken this information, but here only we need to just drag it. That's it, this particular source element. Okay. So let me see. What I'm doing is here the operation it will do is, for example, this one only just like this it will do it. That's it. I'm not giving any target element over here. Okay. Just dropped it, just dragged it, I left. Okay. So it may confuse you having this target element. Let me only just given for understanding only. Okay. Only source element only I'm using over here. Okay. Maybe you have a requirement saying that whether the element is draggable or not. In such case, you may use this method. Okay, you don't need to specify any target element, but just you need to check that when the dragging is happening or not. Okay. So here the drag is the drag gesture. Here earlier we have a swipe gesture here. Swipe gesture, and here it is a swipe gesture, and here it is drag gesture. Okay, and only three keys. One is element, index, and ny. I have given the 100 and 100 here, so that means it reaches the that particular location and it is given. Suppose if I give the 200, it will go to some different location. Okay. So this is the one. Now coming to the drag and drop. Where is exactly the drag and drop? So I have this one. This is the source element. This is the target element. Okay. You have to drop it like this one. Okay. Let's see what I have did it. There is no changes in the your automated to same that element you need to take it. Target element, this is the source element, the bottom, and this is the target element I have taken. Okay, and yeah, same regular methodology. This export is working seamlessly. That's why I have used this one export expression. And here I'm just printing out. Hey, for your understanding, I'm printing out the target element x and y coordinate. Okay, the target element x and y coordinate means this is the target element. Hey, this is the square box. Okay, so this x and y coordinate of starting of this one, it will display x and y from here. This is the one, and from here, from top to here. So this value, it will display something. Okay, and then get width and height of the target element. So the dimension. So dimension is the class, and we are creating the one object. So where it will provide the width and height of that particular element. Width and height of particular element means, as I explained, it will give the width of this one and height of this element. This height, total height, it will give from top to, it will calculate and it will give, and from the width, from the x coordinate, this it will give the width and it will give the height. Okay, so that is the target element, the width dimension. So the dimension is, dimension always it will gives the width and height of the height measures. So width and height measures, right? So here in our this particular element, we need a width of the particular element and height of that particular element. It will give the, with respect to the starting of that particular screen, and it will give the width and height. Okay, so now I need to find out the center of the element. Center of the element is possible only when you are adding 50% of width and 50% of height to the x and y coordinates. Then we will get the center point of this particular element. Okay, what I'm doing here is target location. I got a point. So point is the one class. Okay, one point. So x and y coordinates, how it is. So we have created one object. From that particular object, we are calling this particular method get location. Get location will give the x and y coordinates of that particular element. Okay, so here target location I have got. So I have created one more point. So for every point, right, you need to get the x and y coordinate. Okay, point so and so, a new point. Here I am getting the target location dot x plus target size by width. Okay, target location plus target location by here. So it will give the pointer of the center point of that particular element. Once we get the center point, then obviously the method drag gesture, and I am leaving the source element. Okay, and where to drop, and this is the target element x and target element center y. Why? Because I have got this particular element, target element size, get size, I got it. That is height and width of the target element. Okay, and then target location. Target location, we have already got it. Okay, x and y coordinate of that element. I am adding the target location dot x and target size dot get width by 2, so that 50% I am adding. And then I got the pointers x and y coordinate. Here I have given. So for this one, this particular method, one element is needed. What is the drag? What is the x and y coordinate where it is drop? Okay, if I get the x and y coordinate of that particular target element, definitely it will go and sit there. Okay, so again, I have a source element. This is the target element. We got the target dimension of this particular element in terms of the width and height, and then target location of this particular element. How it is available? We need to get the pointer of this particular element. So it might be you can give it here or you can give it here, but here the code is designed in such a way that you need to drop middle of this particular element, then only it will accept, otherwise it will not. Okay, so that's why we are in a position to identify center of that particular element. How the center? There are two pointers that we have identified here. The first pointer is target location, where the x and y coordinate of that particular element. The second pointer is the dimension. The second is the dimension of that particular element, width of that one. width and height. The third one is the pointer, x and y coordinate of center point of that particular element. How? This is the one. Okay. So now let's run it and see. See here, that is dropped. Okay. I'll put some time so that you can see next time. So here the values I have given here. Drag element C1 is available, so and so drop element is available. Target location of X, that is 422, 479, and width. So 228, 225. So 50% of 228, that is 114, right? 114 I am adding to the 422. 536 I am getting. And then this one, 112. So it will add it over here, 112 here, and 599. So target element of X and Y, I'm getting this one, so that it is right captured into that particular element. Okay. So let me run it and see. See here, it is displayed here. I mean, it is accepted. So it is this one. So this is how we can use these mobile gestures methods. So based on your requirement, you may use it wherever it is needed, part of the app business flow. Okay. So now these methods are very robust and working fine in any app. So far I have tried in the two apps, and these methods are working with the latest version of the Appium server, that is 2.4. 4.1, and we see in the client side 9.x that I have. So it is working fine. You can see the build.gradle here 9.0, and in the Appium side also, if you see, the server is running on latest version, that is 2.4.1. Okay. So latest versions, these gestures are working fine. Okay, based on your requirement, you may use and um, develop reusable methods, and you can use it in the wherever you need it. Only here it is. This is the good example to practice the drag and drop. Okay, so you can complete entire picture, and once after that one, you can validate the congratulations message as well. Okay, so same over here. I mentioned the script that swipe gesture, and along with the object which has the this one which has the keywords, the keys and values, and similarly here, and swipe gestures, and this is the right. This is the method that you need to use it. If you misplace it different, then it will not run. Okay, so you need to remember where you want to, what you want to do it, whether it is a left or right. If you are giving the, instead of left, if you are giving the right, then it will function opposite to whatever you are thinking. Okay, that's about the swipe. Again, in the scroll, same the method over here I have mentioned. Up you need to give it, and if it is down you want, you need to give it down. Okay. At the same time, the element you need to identify. Okay. How it depends. Okay. So from that particular element, you need to, fetch and you need to do it. Then you have to do, up and down. Then the next is, see here. I given the drag. Just somewhere you wanted to drop it from 100, 100 or 200, 200, 300, 300, it will drop it. Drag and it will come back. But suppose you have a requirement saying that when you need to drop that particular element to the one particular location of that particular object, you have such a requirement. In such case, this method is useful. Okay, I have mentioned what here. Apt is this method is useful. You need to find out the uh, you know target location, and you need to find out the dimension, target size, width and height of that element, and you need to find out the center point, that is the center of that particular element in terms of the point, that is x and y. How we can calculate this one directly? You can use it only. You have to find out the target element, source element. That's it. It will take care. Okay, you don't need to put any additional code. You can take and put it in a clear and nice reusable method, and send the target element and source element. It will do it. Okay, so I think in the client version, the latest version 7.x to 9, this method has changed these syntaxes and it's working fine with the latest versions. Okay. So this is about the mobile gestures. Apart from the element operations and selectors, US scrollable, and apart from the platform extensions, this is the one of the key component that I identified out of this Appium latest version, and so definitely this is useful, and based on your the business requirement, you may use these methods. The methods that I have shown over here is the raw code. Okay, so because whenever you are learning, we need to understand what exactly the method it does. Okay, on top of that, on top of these methods, we may have the various DSL the framework layers are available, but as a learner, we should know what exactly the method it is doing with respect to the particular element. Then it is easy to pull up using the framework methods. So that anyway depends on the your architecture that you can acquaint. But bottom line, the methods you should be clear. That's my view and my suggestion. Okay, so that's all, team, everyone, and watching this session, and I'll catch you in the next session. Thank you.